Welcome to BUNIYAAD podcast by Dr. Monica Nagpal. We did not inherit this world like this. Then how can we give this to our next generation in this form? We need to reflect mindfully on our core values and make conscious efforts towards protecting the planet and also achieve all sustainable development goals. With BUNIYAAD, I, Monica Nagpal, will bring to fore sustainability champions who are striving to bring back harmony with the nature and also dignity of each life. Hello, friends, and welcome to yet another episode of BUNIYAAD, laying the foundation of sustainable living. And today we have with us Anu Nadimpalli from Barcelona. Welcome, Anu.
Thank you very much, Dr. Monica. How are you?
All good, all good. Thank you for joining. And I will just share one line of intro and you will understand why she's wearing such a beautiful scarf. Because she's the founder of one woman who inspires scarves. And you will be wondering what is she doing on sustainable podcast when she is talking about scarves. So that is the whole point. And let us now request Anu to please share her own introduction.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is an honor that I am part of your amazing sustainability podium called BUNIYAAD. What a lovely title. Thank you so much, Monica. And yeah, you're right. What am I doing in in this podium? Because I believe that we all wear clothes and we all have to be responsible, and in some way or the other. And I am blessed that I was able to do my bit ever since I started this, started my company and started the Scarves also. So my name is Anu Nadimpalli. I pride myself in giving art a soul by making it wearable, livable, and collectible.
Beautiful.
So we are a bespoke B2B silk scarf and sustainable art apparel online store created by women for women.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So a very sweet and short, but very profound kind of a introduction that she has given. It is by women and for women. So now that we are on sustainable talk, it is best to start that how do you call this as sustainable and when did you actually start to talk or think about sustainability?
Yeah, so I kept it short because I want to explain it a little bit more once as we talk, just so we get a better picture why I started. And thank you so much. That was a wonderful question. And for me, the beginning was pretty simple, just like anybody else, like you grow up in India, you are told by your mom, don't waste money, don't waste food, don't waste this, and that kind of a thing. And the similar thing happened to me too, and I'm very blessed to have that kind of responsible beginning. But I think what really got into the system, for me, was when I was doing my post-graduation in architecture. I have a master's in architecture, and that is when I actually understood the importance and value of what it means to be living sustainably.
Right.
So that, because we were doing projects and I would naturally pick nature as my guide. And so we were doing projects, we had to do a stadium and we had to do so many things. We did a project on music or something like that. And this was like more than 20 years ago. And naturally, I was doing a stadium and I picked a tree, to hold up. When you think of stadium, you think of concrete and bleachers, everything. But I was thinking of a tree holding up holding up all the whole stadium, and that kind of thing was inculcated in me through this, architecture and my upbringing. And later, as a commissioned artist, it got translated into scarves. So what you're seeing here, speaking of scarves, is something that I painted on a leaf, literal leaf. And
Wow.
these leaves are, seen these before. If you're living in India, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yes,
Those,
yes.
those dinner plates,
Yeah.
they're hooked through with bark.
Yeah.
So those dinner plates I started painting on. So that's where it came from. And then from there, I transform it into scarves. And again, we are very blessed to be in India. Shout out to our country. Because this is what we call an airy silk, an ahimsa, that is non-violent silk.
Hmm.
So that's what I started doing. So I started exploring materials, not only to paint on and to work on, but also the product where it's going to go into. Because that again, my foundation is from architecture, where
Yeah.
it's all about materials, right? You're exploring
Absolutely.
materials.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So this is what, and that's just my foundation has been laid right there, And so
Yes.
what I do is I basically hunt down, shall I say, all these amazing places where they create these. And so this is, this is one of them. It's called Fall into Fall because it's got these fall colors.
Beautiful. So beautiful. And
So
look at
like
the vibrant colors that you have chosen to have it there. This is so vibrant. And I'm sure I can recommend everybody to just go on the website and buy this one airy silk made scarf, which is so beautiful. And we will get to know a little more things about, because she is not only an entrepreneur, she is also a poet. So she is doing something very, very nice around that poetry also. So we will get to know that also in a minute. I will just pause for a minute. So now that you are talking about Anu, creating art with a soul, no? So what is that soul that you're talking about?
So, yeah, thank you so much. And that is the thing, for me, when I say art with the soul, it means a lot of things, but mainly it is the fact that you're creating art not for art's sake. And meaning it has a purpose. For me, it is, doing something that is to brand and to my client's taste and exactly what they're looking for. But then there is another aspect, and that is you have to have art that is wearable, and when you wear something, you're literally and something that's something you really like, and not only you just bought it from the store, but it's there. You're just wrapping it around.
Yes, you're just
and
embracing, and you can feel that warmth, and you can
feel
feel
it.
that
You
love.
can
Yeah, you
feel
can
that.
feel
So
it.
that is you're feeling that, bliss, that you're feeling that bliss, and something that you're living it. And that, by that I mean, where, it can be around in your house, and in form of murals and furniture, and that we've done all that, by the way.
Yes, yes.
And collectible, and these are all collectible items for you. The moment you do that, then what you're doing is that you're making you're sustainably living, because you're not going to just pick it up and throw it in the garbage.
Yes.
Become small and things like that. So you are making it a collectible item. So you're already shopping responsibly, and you're living it, and you're um, living your living with the soul.
Absolutely.
Being honest.
Absolutely. No, I also was coming to that point because now that we talk about art and everybody, because now it is not about only art, which is you have to draw a face, you have to learn to draw that how you that portrait, and now art is anything. Anything is art today, and in that respect, we are also getting a lot of digital art, which is created very digitally, and people are also buying that to just like beautify their houses. And what is happening is that when we talk about sustainability, I feel that anything of those sorts which is coming in a large number, be it the clothes, the fast fashion which we were talking about, or be it the fast art which we are talking about, which is the digital art created, this is all going into trash, because once you buy, as you begin your life, you want to decorate your house, you buy digital art, but then as you prosper, you try to buy art from a renowned artist, so the older one goes to trash. So this is how we are creating and generating a lot of trash in the society. So that is what I was just asking you. I was coming to the point that when you say it is very customizable to the client, which you are like addressing their colors, their needs, whatever they is required, you go for that. So please explain on that point, and what is that additionally that you add, which I heard about your poetry. We were talking about that. How do you add that aspect also when you are creating this?
Yes. So yeah, thank you. Okay, two things. You're right. You're so right. It's fast fashion. And so ever since I started making anything in the sense of earlier I was doing with I was working with interior designers to do commissioned art. I had it in me that it has to be exclusive, it has to be bespoke, it has to be to their brand and color. Mostly, I would say earlier for a selfish reason, because then they will appreciate my art better. Simple, right?
Yeah.
But then later I started appreciating it more and more and more, especially when it comes to this kind of things, because you're absolutely right. Art is used and abused. So it's called the take, make, waste
Yeah.
culture. And that, that doesn't sit well in an artist's heart at all,
Mm.
but it should not sit well in anybody's
Correct.
heart.
Correct.
Seriously, and everyone is an artist in that way. So that is one. But then what we did was, as a culture, we create to brand. We create to brand, and we started just recently a program where we are channeling even the waste of retailers to our sources.
Mm.
And so I'll get into that in a little bit more detail, but just to answer your question again about the poetry. So
Mm.
what we started doing is, again, I would just talk to my clients and my customers and say, what would you like on it? And then they would say, can I have it monogrammed?
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, that just became such a big thing. The moment I started doing that, I said, of course, and nothing gives an artist better joy, more joy than just doing something extra than what they're already doing.
Absolutely.
So I said,
Yes.
yes, of course. So I'm going to say this right away to your viewers and you. Anything you like in the website, you can see the website below. If you want it monogrammed, if you want a message, we have some amazing message. I mean, so there was one customer who said, "Can you put Pablo mi vida?" Means Pablo is the guy, my life. So what I do is, see what happens when you do such things, and it may be simple, just the name or something. It may be simple as that, but it becomes our collector's item.
Yes,
I mean, I can never throw it off now. You know,
it is very personal. Yeah.
it becomes so personal that, like I said, it becomes, I believe it becomes a collector's item for, I mean, I've created things where, like even if it's just a t-shirt. So what happens is it brings back memories, it brings back so many things that are beautiful, and you just want to cling to it. And that's a collector's item. So that's where we are making it wearable, livable, and collectible. And I keep coming back to that because, so that's the poetry part. And and I do a lot of other poetry also, where I create mantras.
Yeah.
Okay, simple as that.
I know. One more added thing for her, that she is a 3 a.m. inspiration.
Lady, inspirations lady. So I used to get these 3 a.m. at 3 a.m. inspirations, or whatever you want to call it. And I used to get these, I have the books right here. So like I've got this open, I don't know if you can see it, like I've got this open, it says, "Stay in your lane." This is for me, okay?
I know.
I have it right with me. These are all, and all with my cancellations and like everything. It's like these are my 3 a.m. inspirations. They keep me going. But like, so so this is, I get these messages, and what I do is I include them in my scarves and in my artwork. And so that's the poetry that I write. And I write these mantra type poetries just for uplifting.
Wonderful. So when we are talking about sustainability, the basic premise which we're talking about here is that when you are buying anybody, because you get a scarf outside for as cheap as $100 probably, and then you just throw it away because you don't want to use it, because it will never be spoiled. No, they are made of those synthetic materials. It will never be spoiled. You continue to wear for 50 years, it will be same. But you cannot be wearing the same thing for 50 years. So you just keep throwing that waste, and it goes into the trash, and it is never disposed. It is not biodegradable. It will just stay there in the landfill. It is not that one scarf, it is all your clothes which is happening like that. And all that fast fashion that we wear, which was rampant in 10, 12 years back, it became rampant that you buy the uh, good stuff. It is expensive, but you buy this stuff because you want more variety. So you started to buy cheap for that more variety in your wardrobe. And that is what has led to so many landfills filled. And if they are just lying there, or if they are burned, then those poisonous gases are coming out, and it is spoiling the health of everybody who is living around there. So what she's doing, what Anu is doing, is actually that she's making this kind of an impact in her circle, wherever she is. She is actually in Paris, and which is the mecca
Barcelona.
of
Barcelona, Spain.
Yeah, it is a mecca of fashion, you can say. But still, to come out with this kind of an idea to make something which is more sustainable, it is biodegradable, and it is usable in a way which is very personal. So you as a mother can give it to your daughter, you can give it to your granddaughter, and it just goes on like that. And that is how it becomes a very collectible item. And it is not only scarves that she's doing, she has also created a lot of murals and other paintings and all, which is very personal to the client. It is helping the clients to build a brand around her collectibles also. That is also she does. But now that we understand what she's doing, well, this is kind of an impact which she's creating there. I would like to ask her what challenges are there which she's facing, because this is not as simple to get that material which she's sourcing for the scarf, and to get the clients, because she's not doing this for fun. When you're investing your time, you're investing your energy, then you need something back also. So how is this feasible? Because a lot of the times when we talk about sustainability, people don't do buy stuff because it is expensive. And when you ask people who are making the products, you know that they will say that because it is less quantity, it is not very feasible for them to produce in a large number and in a more reduced price. So how she's able to overcome those challenges? What are the challenges? I will ask.
Okay. Sure, absolutely. You're absolutely right. Because these are the questions we ask ourselves when we see a price. But one thing, what I tell my clients and my customers and my users, what I tell them is, think of the value you're creating, you're receiving. It's not just the price all the time, because then what happens is you get into that vicious cycle of price, and you end up collecting more of the of the mediocre, you see,
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
mediocre.
absolutely.
And then like you said, how do I dump this now? How
Yes,
do I get rid of this? And as a customer, when you're feeling all this, just imagine a retailer who gets so much of that fast fashion. I mean, so much bulk. Just imagine their thing, because I'll tell you the amount of returns that happen. I'm talking for a retailer's point of view now, that they get, because we customers, what do? We buy something because it's cheap or whatever, and then it's not nice, not whatever, and then we throw it back on them. They have to somehow dispose it.
right.
All the returns unused, and all of the and we have to do somehow. So as a company, what we did, those are the challenges that we saw, and
Yeah,
then yeah, and there are more, but these were the main challenges that we said, how can we, as a small company, big companies have too much of baggage already. So we said, as a small company, how can we just address that issue and see if we can make the companies, make the retailers and the customers' lives easier. So
yeah,
what we started doing was, just as a small example, we created this, we are going to be launching very soon this program called Repair. So it's called not repair, but
yeah,
repair. And
right.
in that repairing, what we are doing is we are pairing up customers and retailers mostly with our ambassadors. We call them repair ambassadors, where they will make your life easier, make our retailers' life easier. Then that way the customer's life will be easier, and the whole circle will say. And what we do is we will ease that, we will create that channel.
Yeah,
So it reaches, so it's not just about creating all that unused and waste. It's about when it reaches the right destination, then it doesn't feel like it's a waste, because there is a lot of need out there, as we all know. In India, there are a lot of, I always take a suitcase full of clothes when I go home to India, from here. So we have it all the time. It's just that there is no convenient and user-friendly channel
yes,
that makes it, okay, good, you're there to take care of me, kind of
yes, yes.
feeling. So that's what we are launching that program very soon, where we want to do that. So very quickly, I want to mention another thing, what you also spoke about, and that is, a dress where, it doesn't fit, or, it's like, it doesn't last too long, right? so what we started doing as our mission, as part of our mission, is we have this collection called Earth Friendly Collection. Please check it out.
Okay.
And that has apparel. I mean, we have scarves, but then we have this apparel where the main goal here is that it's a wrap skirt, which becomes a frock also.
Yes.
So
Yes.
like one day you feel like wearing a wrap skirt and you go to the beach or whatever, or you go somewhere, for a casual thing. But then the same day, another day, you want to make it, you want to go to a little bit formal way, and then you have to go buy another dress, But I like this design, I cannot get, I want a frog, but I want it in this design.
Same
Hey,
design.
guess
Yes.
what?
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
that's what we are doing. So
That is a
we
wonderful
are
idea. Yes.
convertible. We've got a kaftan that becomes something else, and a frock, and then we have wrap skirt, like that. So we are doing this convertible dresses, and basically it is specifically for women who, through their life, it's called free size. It's called free
Absolutely.
size apparel, designed specifically to cater to the natural changing shapes of women's form through the years.
Right.
And flex design. Flex design apparel caters to the woman's indulgence in having more options to accessorize her wardrobe.
Wow.
So those two are part of the thing, and then there's more.
Superb, super. This is a very wonderful idea, Anu. I must say, this is a very, 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 I must say, authentic idea, I think, where we can just convert one dress, though we were repairing again with one top with another jeans or another skirt, but now we are even getting to make a different kind of a outfit altogether. So that is a very beautiful concept that you have introduced in your apparel designs. And with collectible, we also gonna get one more C, which is called now convertible. So she adds one more C to her all the C's that one, it is also convertible now. So that is a really very, very beautiful idea, I must say that. And you less space is occupied in your wardrobe because this one thing is also making two things out of it. So I think this is really a very, very creative idea, I must say. And a lot of people can go to the website. I will put the link in her bio, and you can go to the website and check on of what she's talking about. And now coming to the everyday person's practical tips. So how do you think a person who is just a normal person, and but yeah, with a heart of sustainability, how that person can be, since we are talking about art and we are talking about apparels and we're talking about scarves and all of that. So how can a person who is a normal person, doesn't want to join a group, doesn't want to learn more about sustainability, but still want to be a contributor in sustainability? Please give some practical tips for that.
Okay, so what I would say is, as a consumer, we have a lot of power. Okay. So use that power, first of all. And how we can do that is, how about by just, going away from, saying no to those whom we know are polluting the environment, So sorry, not plastic, I mean polyester. I'll tell you a very simple thing about polyester. We are surrounded by it, we live in it, but maybe this is a good thing to just remember that, it has these microfibers on top, plastic microfibers, and every time we wash it, it releases those microscopic fibers, and that gets into our water system. So simple things, just Google these things, learn about these simple things. Oh, I'm wearing cotton. Is it sustainable? I'm wearing this strange material. I don't know what it is. Is it, so what I'm saying is, it's okay, and all the information, we are very lucky. All the information is right there.
Absolutely,
It's
absolutely.
right there in the public. So first thing I would say, get a little bit knowledgeable about that. Just bare minimum is a lot, seriously, because we learn so much, and that makes us a responsible shopper.
Absolutely.
And automatically, when you do that, you will automatically start saying, hey, you know what? I don't need this synthetic. I don't know what it's about. I don't need to shop in there. Let's go for this. It's saying jute, or it's saying banana fiber. And by the way, we are living in the best age ever, because right now there are such incredible fibers coming up. I mean,
Absolutely.
our apparel, they're made of, there is a thing called banana fiber. We've got chicken feather wool. You'll read about it right there. Please go ahead and read about it, which is happening right now. And silk itself is a natural fiber. So, so just by getting silk, and silk is beautiful. I mean, we know already it keeps us warm in winter and cool in summer. So those kinds of things, natural materials would be great. So just think simple things would be great. So just saying no to the others.
I get it. I get it. Absolutely get it. And I'm sure everybody who will listen to this will understand that a lot of new fibers are coming. I also have heard about hemp fiber, which is made out of hemp also. And jute, we already know. We know banana fiber. I was talking to somebody and they were saying that they are also coming up with pineapple fiber, something like that. From that the core of that also.
Bamboo fiber, we make bamboo fiber. We source from bamboo fiber.
I mean, and I'm sure if we try to not buy things made of synthetic, as she said, which is very, very bad for the environment and also for your own skin. So if you don't buy all of that, you are automatically telling the people who are creating that, please stop. We will not buy, so you will not be able to sell. So it is better you stop making or producing those stuff. And we can
what will happen, like, I'm sorry to interrupt here. What you just said, we don't even need to say stop to them. You see, I mean, because we have that power en masse. If you don't buy some things, from these guys, then say, oh, and that's the standard industry policy. They see something that's not bought for, I don't know, a month or 2 months, 3 months, they just stop sourcing from them. You see? So just by our actions, we are making that difference.
Yes, so that's what I was saying also, that I'm not saying this go and stop them, but when we don't do that buying from those, and we don't buy such stuff, we are automatically sending that message that you need to stop producing such things in the market, and because they have no value now for people around. So this is what, as a parent in the family, we can stop buying for our children such stuff, for our own self, for gifting purposes. Let us stop buying things which are not biodegradable, so that we are not sending them to the landfill, and we are not creating more trash which is going to the sea any which ways, and creating a lot of health hazards for the flora and fauna there, for the animals in the sea, and of course for the land also. One last message, Anu. It was such wonderful. I can just go on talking to you regarding all of this clothes, as this is a women talk. Also, we love to talk about clothes and everything. But yes, we have to give one last message to our audience as to what is sustainability according to you, and what you want them to understand.
Sorry. So you said, what is sustainability according to me?
Yeah.
So it is basically responsible living. Again, I'm taking it in a very broad scale, because sustainability can mean so many things to so many people. They'll say that. For me, it's
You have to say it again.
I have to do it again. Okay, sorry. Okay, so what is sustainability to me? It's basically responsible living. And when you say responsible living, so what happens nowadays is that the moment you put these words, sustainability, eco-friendly, earth-friendly, people start running away from you. You know, they'll
Yeah.
say, oh, I don't know all those things and all. So that's why I don't like to really define what it is. I would say just, you know, responsible living, you know, and really, it doesn't take a long time to just figure it out. You know, I mean, like even cotton, I mean, there are various cottons. I mean, so it takes a lot of water, you see,
Yeah. Yes.
when in the production. So things like that. I'll give you a small statistics just to, you know, just to wake up
Yeah.
all of
Absolutely.
us, you know.
Yes.
Yeah,
Sure. Sure.
because it is really our responsibility, every single one of us, you know. And so I'm reading it here. It says, this is by the Ellen MacArthur Foundation, and it says every second of our lives, okay, an average truckload of overstocked clothing is burnt or buried alive. Buried, you know, buried alive. Okay. So think about that, you know, and really, does it really need to happen? You know,
Yeah.
so that is sustainable living if you can make it a little bit more slow
Responsible.
fashion, what I
Yeah.
call it.
Slow fashion and
Response.
responsible consumption,
Yeah. Yeah.
responsible buying.
Buy
Yeah.
what you need, you know,
Yeah.
really, you know, yeah. So that will, and I want to end, if this is the last, I want to end with a small poem, if you don't mind.
Please, I was going to say that only. Just please give us a small shot of your poem.
So again, this is something that comes to me in my 3 a.m. inspirations, and I want to share with you. And so we all wear clothes, right? So that's where it started, the poem. We all wear clothes. It is time to rethink before we dispose, before we throw away our future in droves. It
Wow.
is time. We all wear clothes. So let's, you know, wear responsibly and make it wearable, livable, and collectible, and give that a soul, you know, give art a soul.
Mm. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much. The art, the soul has, your art has really touched the soul. And I'm sure it will touch the soul of everybody who will listen to our conversation. It was really wonderful to speak to you, Anu, and very, very, lot of insights really came out of what you said. The 3M inspiration has really started to inspire also all of us now. So thank you so much. It was really a good fortune for all of us to have this conversation with you. And let's continue to create this ripple. And if somebody wants to share their own journey of sustainability, you're most welcome to the show. You can DM and I will connect with you. And if somebody is hearing and they know somebody who is working in this same field, and they can share their contact, and I will reach out so that we can continue to create this ripple and we can spread the word, become a lot of awareness for sustainability, which is the need of the hour. Thank you so much. Namaste.
Thank you so much, Monica. Always a pleasure and joy and honor.
Thank you.